You ever seen a fan-made trailer that was like way better than the official one? Or heard a song cover that just completely flipped the original on its head? Yeah, we're in this absolute golden age of fan creativity. I mean, anyone with a computer can now remix and reimagine the culture that we all love. But, and it's a big but, this explosion of new art has kicked up a major conflict.
So the internet has just completely opened the floodgates for fan creativity. We've all seen it, right? Movie mashups, amazing song covers, those fan-made tributes that give you chills. It's this whole culture of remixing, of taking something we know and twisting it into something totally new and personal. And this isn't just about making a copy. It's about fans talking back to the stories they're passionate about, adding their own voice to the conversation.
And a perfect example of this is the fan film. This isn't just some hobby for a few people in their basements anymore, no way. It's become this really powerful form of cultural expression, where fans actually become creators themselves, adding whole new chapters to the sagas they love the most. Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question. All of this incredible creativity, it kind of lives in this legal gray area. It's caught in this constant tug of war between the raw passion of fans and the copyright laws that are, meant to protect the original creators. It's easy to think that fan films are a modern thing, right? Like a product of the internet. But they've actually been around for almost 100 years. I mean, from a silent film way back in 1926 to Andy Warhol doing his own weird take on Batman, fans have always been reinterpreting pop culture. The only thing that's really changed is the technology, which has basically put a Hollywood-level studio into everybody's hands. So what's really going on here? Well, at the heart of it, you have two completely different goals. On one side, you've got the copyright holders. They want to control their property and, of course, make money from it. But on the other side, you've got the fans. All they want to do is express their love for a story and connect with other people who feel the same way. And that fundamental tension, that's where all the conflict comes from. So in response to this whole creative boom, some of the big companies have started offering what looks like a perfect solution. These new licensing deals that supposedly let fans create legally for free. Sounds great, right? But is it? Okay, let's take a look at our first case study, Getty Images. They're this enormous photo agency, and a while back, they made millions of their professional photos seem totally free for anyone to use on a blog or social media. All you had to do was copy and paste a little bit of code. Simple. But as we all know by now, free on the internet, it often comes with some hidden strings attached. So you have to ask yourself, what's the real price of these so-called free deals? And yep, here's the catch. That free image, it comes with some very high, invisible walls. You can't edit it, you can't resize it, you definitely can't turn it into a meme. Plus, Getty can pull it down whenever they feel like it, run ads right on top of it, and track every single person who sees it. It's not a license for your creativity, it's a leash. Now let's see how this same idea plays out on a platform pretty much all of us use every day. YouTube. They've built an even bigger, way more complex system to try and manage this whole situation. It's called Content ID. And think of it like a massive, automated digital detective that is constantly scanning every single video that gets uploaded, looking for copyrighted stuff. When it finds a match, the copyright owner gets to decide what to do. They can block the video, or, and this is where it gets really interesting, they can run ads on it and take all the money. And the scale of this thing is it's mind-boggling. Over 200 million videos have been claimed through this system. In fact, these Content ID claims make up a third of all monetized views on YouTube. Get this, the music industry is now making more money from fan tribute videos than from their own official ones. Wild. But here's the dark side to all this automated control. The system, it's a robot. It can't tell the difference between piracy and parody. It lets companies shut down or even profit from criticism of their own work. It's incorrectly flagged public domain classics. And for a small independent creator trying to fight back against a mistaken claim from the algorithm, it can feel absolutely impossible. And this trend of what you might call controlled permission, it doesn't stop with just pictures and videos. Nope. It's also moved right into the world of writing, with one of the biggest companies on Earth trying to turn fan fiction into a brand new marketplace. So Amazon launched this thing called Kindle Worlds, and it was this platform that, for the very first time, let fan fiction authors actually get paid for their stories. On the surface, it was hailed as this revolutionary move to legitimize a community that had, always been non-commercial. But as the media scholar Mel Stanfill so brilliantly put it,
Embrace is always enclosure. The industry's arms are made of fences. And wow, that quote just nails it, doesn't it? This thing that looks like a warm hug for fan culture is actually a way to build a fence around it and control it.
And the price for getting paid? Yeah, it was steep. The Kindle World's contract was incredibly restrictive. It banned super popular things like crossover stories, it had these vague censorship rules, and it forced authors to give up way more rights than in a normal publishing deal. Amazon had all the power, and they were trying to commercialize a space that really thrived on being free. So, okay, if these new, easy licensing systems are really just fences in disguise, what's the alternative? I mean, how can real creativity, especially the kind that's critical or transformative, even survive? Well, the answer lies in this really crucial legal idea. It's called fair use. It's a fundamental principle, at least in U.S. copyright law, and it's designed specifically to protect free expression. It carves out this protected space for people to use copyrighted material without asking for permission for things like parody, criticism, and commentary. The exact things these new licensing systems often try to restrict. And this really gets to the heart of it. The goal of copyright isn't just to lock everything down. It's also supposed to encourage new creation. And as the legal scholar Rebecca Tushnet argues, sometimes the best way to do that is with more freedom, not with more centralized control from big corporations. So we're kind of left at a crossroads here. We can take the easy paved road of these free licenses, but we have to live with its high walls and corporate gatekeepers. Or we can fight for the wide open country of fair use, a space for the messy, the transformative, the unexpected creativity that really pushes our culture forward. The choice is ours, really. But in a world that's building more and more fences every single day, we have to decide which side of that fence we want to be on.